Okay. Everything seems to be working so far. Let's see. If you can get rid of this brand, let's see. Banners. We'll wait for a few people to get up here. Yeah. Uh-oh, we got a few. We got a few, right?
Yeah, I can see a few up there.
So apparently we are. Let's see. Let's see. Dylan, there we go. There's Dylan. Okay, we got a few comments.
I'm South Dylan.
So what's your name?
My name's Bobby, and this is Father. Well, my name's Riley, and this is Father Greg, and we are a part of Down South Supernatural. We're supposed to have a nice little outing tonight up here. We got Duran from
Dead Serious.
Duran from Dead Serious Investigations hopping up here. And we got Chasity, the Luminary Luna Beams hopping up here. And we also have Angel from Durham Paranormal, our designated equipment technician, getting up here as well. We're going to discuss a few upcoming investigations we got, and then just all around talking some paranormal for everyone tonight that is viewing this.
Sorry. So, good evening, everybody. Thank you for hopping up here. It is going to be an exciting night. We got some awesome guests going to be up here. Riley and I have been working for 3 hours to try to get the live to work with our software platform StreamYard. Man, if you remember, if you were here last week, you know that we had problems with StreamYard. We were 30 minutes late. Come to find out, StreamYard quit allowing you to go live from, StreamYard stopped allowing you to go live from StreamYard to a Facebook group, which our Down South page is a Facebook group.
That is why we had to go live through my page personally last week.
And we didn't realize that we were probably 10 minutes into the live. 3 different times we kept stopping, starting, which was our problem. So we didn't know. So we done some research. I think we got it figured out. It looks like we are live on Facebook. The downside of us being live on Facebook, for all you who are watching on Facebook tonight, we can't see your comments up here. So that is a downside for us. So I'm hoping maybe something will happen. We'll figure it out. We can see comments from YouTube, Instagram. We have it on another screen. We'll just see how it goes. This is new to us. So I hope our volume's working. I hope the video feed is okay, and we'll just go from there. So like Riley said, we'll have, so that volume is working, but can you turn that all the way down?
Yeah.
Like all the way down. There you go. So now I can't, now there shouldn't be no back feed. Hopefully our audio will work good. We've gone through 3 different microphones here lately. This will be the second camera we've tried lately. Anyway, man, this is just a new night. I'm just everything's different. Everything's new. So we're going to wing it because that's what we do. We're good at winging it. So we're winging it tonight.
The best.
So anyway, thank y'all for getting up here. Should be a very good live tonight.
We're also streaming to a new platform, Twitch.
Yeah, does anybody know about Twitch? I've been hearing about Twitch, but I think tonight it let Riley stream Twitch. So I guess that's a good thing. We'll find out. Hopefully it's working from Twitch. I don't know. We're going to 2 Facebook groups. We're going to Instagram, the new Down South Instagram page, and YouTube. Anyway, like I said, thank y'all for getting on. It's gonna be fun. Get your questions together.
Yeah.
Oh, and also Dylan, the new little baby finally came. Was it last Sunday, Dylan?
I think it
Or
was.
the Thursday? I'm sorry, I don't remember now. Anyway, Dylan's a daddy for the second time. So down south, Dylan's up here. We've been having some trouble. Matter of fact, I see our streaming speed dropping already. So we'll just see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, Wednesday. So it was Wednesday. So yeah, let's congratulate Dylan and the new baby. And I know Reagan, Dylan's wife, is ecstatic to have the baby in the house and out of her belly. Because it was just a small little fella. He was just about 9 pounds.
Oh, goodness.
So definitely healthy. So that's great. Anyway, so like I said, we're gonna have some guests tonight. We'll have Chasity. Hadn't been on in a while. Hopefully, she's feeling a little better. She was a little under the weather, like Riley was under the weather a lot of last week.
Yeah.
So hopefully, she's feeling a little better. We got Angel will be popping up here from Durham Paranormal. Hopefully, Angel will get on. And Duran from Dead Serious Paranormal, all the way across the U.S. from
California.
California. California.
Dead serious investigation.
Yep. So I guess out in California, this right. Duran's probably getting off work. It's 5 o'clock. I'm guessing. Don't know.
Not quite me there, but that's what we're thinking.
Anyway, like I said, thank you. Hope everybody can hear. Hope everybody can see. We do want everybody to be a part of the live. Get up here, ask some questions. When we get Chastity up here, Duran, hopefully something will strike you and you want to talk about it. We invite you to get up here, post a comment, be a part of the live. We're doing this for y'all. Let's just say it like it is. We're doing this for y'all. We want you to be a part of it. We want to bring paranormal investigating, get it out locally, let people know what we do. And in your area, we're here to help y'all. If you got a problem at home, if you think you might have some type of experience going on,
just give me a ring.
Give Riley a ring. You can call him. You can message him on Facebook. He's got plenty of ways to get up with him, and we'll work it out. We'll come check your place out, and we do not charge.
No, we do not charge. We do not believe in charging.
So look, if somebody's got a problem, there was a post I saw earlier this week on Facebook. I sent it to Riley, and it was about people who are experiencing problems, having problems in their home, or think they're having paranormal type problems, whether they are or not paranormal. If they are paranormal, they're having issues, they're worried. It's just not a good time for them. So especially not a good time for somebody who says they're a paranormal investigator to take advantage of a person experiencing something and charge them to help, whether you can or not. We don't say we can help 100% of the time, but we sure give it our all.
Yeah,
whether it be just telling you, hey, you do have paranormal activity. We think it's a good spirit. We don't think it's going to bring any harm to you, or we think maybe the place needs cleansing. We do all that. We'll do it. We'll help you with it, but there will be no charge. Anyway, like I said, the streaming speed's dropping. But hey, maybe we won't lose connection.
Yeah,
I'm going to try not to keep focusing on that little gauge up there because it'll worry me. But anyway, so we are here to help people. We're doing this because we like it. We want you guys to like it. We want you to be a part of the live. So anyway.
We want you to interact.
Yeah, we want you to interact, man.
We hadn't spent this long on trying to build a Facebook community alone just to get zero interaction from our followers. Kind of makes it pointless to have the numbers that we have if only 2 or 3 of them interact with our posts and stuff.
And we do know a lot of people can't get up here on the lives. We get that. It's Wednesday night. A lot of people go to church on Wednesday nights. And it is a little bit early for some people. Some people told us to bump it back and start doing the live at like 9. But I'm going to be honest with you, around 9 to 10, I get up real early. I go to work hard. 9 or 10, if I sit down, I'm probably going to fall asleep. That's just how it is. So unless something changes, and I don't see us starting later, 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I don't see
Not going to say we're not. But right this minute, we ain't planning to. So, I guess I'll bring up Sunday. Riley and I took a little trip to Raleigh. We met our good buddy Angel from Durham Paranormal, who is also our equipment tech. He builds equipment. As a matter of fact, we met him to pick up this music box P&B that Angel made. So this is made locally in Raleigh, North Carolina, by Angel from Durham Paranormal. He 3D printed this box, this enclosure, and a really cool P&B unit. And look, hit him up for your equipment needs. He will hook you up. Doesn't take forever, and you'll be helping a small person instead of a big giant store. That's just how it is. And the stuff works. Angel does a great job. He stands behind the stuff.
He does.
So we'll let you see it. This is it coming on. So it's resetting.
Yeah, remember he said it did that.
Yep. You probably can't hear the music it's playing, but this is a cool P&B unit. That's just one of the items that we've got from Angel. Here's one of Angel's REM pods that he built. Matter of fact, Angel's up here. Angel, I'm gonna bring you on in, buddy. You can talk about it better as good as I can.
Yeah.
So here's Angel. Yeah, he's got his work attire on. Everybody, he's ready.
Yeah.
I'm just showing what we picked up from you. This is a little REM pod you made us. Got the down south name in it, and he's got you can make different sizes too.
Yeah, any
and probably
form, shape, and color.
What you say, Angel?
Any shape and color too.
Yeah, colors. That's right. If you got a certain color that you like, your favor.
He made Tracy's like pink or lime green.
Yeah, so I didn't realize how many ladies, females are into paranormal. So all you ladies, he can do pink. He can make equipment just about any color you want. So I was starting to say, Angel, we went to Raleigh. We went to see you and pick up the P&B unit, and which is awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Really like it. And so he can make you guys one too. You just hit him up, Durham Paranormal. Talk to him about what you want, and he'll hook you up. Like I said, he can do it. He can put a little logo on it. He can put your name on it, different colors for the cases it's in.
Yeah.
But anyway, we decided to meet at Dorothy and Dick's mental hospital, which is now a lot of the buildings are there, but it's kind of turned into it's way over half of it is a park. Beautiful area. Cemetery with, what did it say, 900 graves?
900 graves.
Yes.
Angel, that's a serious light you got right there, buddy.
Yeah.
How many bulbs has that thing got on it?
Got like 6 of them and 2 more here. So.
I guess when you're messing with all this little equipment and these tiny wires and chips and boards, you gotta be able to see.
It's like Inspector Gregory.
Yeah.
So we were talking about Raleigh when we went to Dorothy Dick's this past weekend, and we actually started going over a little bit, and man, it's dark in here.
Yeah,
it's dark. Angel, you're in a bright room, and we're sitting in a closet. Anyway, maybe people can see us. But we got a little bit of communication, man. We got back and got to looking, and my daughter, she's kind of a whiz at social media, and probably more video editing abilities than we give her. Definitely more than me and him
put together.
Yeah, but she's probably got more than we give her credit for. So she started putting us a video together to drop on YouTube, and saw the first little bit of it, and it's gonna be awesome. But all of it's from Dorothy Dick's.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was reviewing the pictures I took, and the building that we went that had all this plywood in the windows and doors.
Yeah, where we thought we won't get much, and I thought we were gonna get a lot.
Yeah, so one of the pictures show a face, like a little girl.
To the shore.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if it is the lightning or the trees. I will need to go back there and try to debunk it. But it's a really cool picture when she's like looking from the window outside where we were standing.
Yeah.
Second floor.
Yeah, second floor. Yes.
Always the second floor. Why is that? Why is it always the second floor? I don't get it.
But yeah, it was cool. I think that's the only one that I can see something.
So on the spirit box, going back, listening to some of it, um, there were some questions, and we didn't think we really got answers. Some of it sounded real kind of distorted, but after playing it back and watching it, it was pretty daggone clear.
Over the
Mm.
black box.
Yeah. So it's some of you naturally, some of it you just get a lot of a lot of static. I guess that's just the radio frequency scanning. But we got 2 or 3 hard hits on it that were definitely yes.
Yeah, no questions asked.
So I think that's gonna make a pretty good video. Looks like Duran's here. Duran, I'm gonna pull you in, bud. What's going on, Duran?
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Duran,
Good.
this is Angel. This is the equipment man, Duran.
I think y'all might
How
have
you
been in
doing,
touch
Angel?
some, haven't you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So I
see you
guess
got a
we're
gadget on your head.
Chastity will
What's that?
get up here shortly. You talking to Angel?
Yeah. I see that you
Sorry.
got
What'd you
something on
say?
your head.
Oh yeah, some lights.
Oh.
I'm trying to
You
finish
got
my
something.
paranormal bell.
So
So
Okay.
so Angel builds paranormal equipment. I thought you knew that.
yeah, I got
Yeah,
it right
that's.
here.
Oh, wow.
That's the new bell he's building, man.
Oh,
Oh, you got
wow.
something in there knocking it off already.
Yeah, I'm just finishing the bell system, so it will make a sound. It's pretty cool.
So that's
Yeah.
that's the new prototype that Angel's building.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if this gonna have it'll have, oh yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah,
You can hear it. You figured that out.
pretty good.
So
So Duran, what you been up
That's
to?
awesome. You know, I've been working a lot and basically just I've been getting back into reviewing a lot more stuff that I'm kind of been held back on. But investigating interesting cases, lots of researching, um, saving up for some new pieces, and that's why I'm pretty thankful that you got me connected now with Angel now. So I'm sure that we're going to be doing a lot of business in the future. So
There you go.
Sounds
yeah,
good to me.
I don't know. I don't know what Angel cannot make. I'm just
yeah.
curious. What have you failed at making, Angel? I know you've tried something and probably got upset and threw it down. Oh, can't hear you.
okay.
Uh-oh.
Now, yeah, that's something that I start, then I leave it for some time, then come back to it. So I came back to do the IDC device that you guys got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I think I sent a picture to Riley, so all tear up. So I'm gonna rebuild it.
You're gonna put it in a new
Awesome.
enclosure,
That's cool.
new case.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on a steampunk
Okay.
theme box.
Oh, stink bug.
Yeah, so it's gonna be so cool.
That's interesting.
That'll be different.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was like,
gonna be
man, that
it's gonna
sounds
be pretty
pretty
cool.
different to me.
So,
Yeah.
So we
It's
just
quite
had some
interesting.
equipment up
Wow.
here, Duran. I don't know if you saw it. That's the small. He builds different size REM pods, but this is a REM pod he builds. Naturally, he puts your name on it, whatever you want on it. But what I like about Angel's REM pods is they're loud. Lost Duran.
Maybe I'll try to get back on.
I do like the REM pods because you can hear them. We got some that are very quiet.
Yeah.
I forget about the other two, the PMBs we got from him too. You got one that's the Jaws and
one that's the Purge that I love.
yeah, I like the Purge too.
It's really loud.
I don't know why he must have lost service or something.
Yeah.
Angel, you hear static on our end tonight? You're good. Oh, your mic, you're muted.
No, it's fine this time.
Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know what's
good.
going on because we ended up going back using the same microphone and it seems to work fine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
curious to see that picture you got.
Yeah, I'm curious to see it too.
So, I was talking to Chasity, and probably I will join you guys in the Bobby Mackey's.
Are you really? Good.
That'll be awesome.
That's great. I still haven't gotten off work yet. I gotta wait until it'll be next week, and I'll put it on our work calendar. And I'm hoping we got so much. Well, not just at where I work, but our family business too. We just got a lot going on, but I think we'll be able to make it. I know Riley's hoping. He's sweating bullets over here.
Yeah, I am.
If he don't go, I'll throw him in your trunk. I'll drop him off in Raleigh if I don't go.
Yeah. I bring him back.
That's okay. You don't have to. we leave him at Bobby Mackey's.
No, the spirits there probably wouldn't get along with me too good.
Yeah. If I go by myself because Ruth got already some plans, so
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
she can go with me.
And I guess you're going to Williamsburg. Is this weekend you're going to Williamsburg?
And next weekend, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna hit you a ghost tour.
Yeah. I know they got the old jail, so probably gonna check that out.
That'd be cool.
What's the name of that place in Williamsburg we're going?
So, well, Dylan and Riley have been once or twice to the Williamsburg Manor.
Yeah. We like that place.
Yeah. I don't know if you did you get much communication? I don't think you. It seemed like you didn't. I don't know. Dylan would remember better than you. I don't think you were doing too good that time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's back when I was drinking a little heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably interfered a little bit.
Yeah.
So we need to go back when you can actually remember what happened, maybe.
I can.
Yeah, Dylan said Williamsburg Manor. That's right. Yeah, he did try to get it scheduled again, and it didn't. Something didn't happen. I don't remember what happened with that. That's right. I remember that now, Dylan. Of course, like I said, Dylan is Dylan's family grew by one. So if everybody don't know, I said it earlier, but Dylan he's got a new baby boy, and
Okay, cool.
a healthy 9-pound baby boy. So that's two boys for Dylan. So Dylan's down and out for a little while. So we hated that we'll be going to Bobby Mackey's without him because we said we're going to go about 2 months and not do nothing, and so we don't have to rub it in Dylan's face.
Yeah.
and I'll be daggone. Chasity reached out about Bobby Mackey's. So yeah, Bobby Mackey's is
not one you can pass up easily.
So anyway, we'll talk about it more when she. I don't know where Chastity's at. I guess she's getting ready. Hopefully, she's feeling better.
She is too. She told me when she got on, she wouldn't have the camera on, but she'd have the voice like, you know how some people can get on and it'll just show a camera, but they'll be talking.
Got you. Oh, there's Duran. Duran's back.
We lost you,
Sorry,
man.
guys. Yeah, sorry, guys. I had to get my phone block the numbers that were calling me. I was getting blown up, and I tried to get them to stop, and I got kicked. It kind of just like booted me off
Ah,
out of nowhere when I
I
was
was
trying to
curious.
decline their phone calls.
Oh, I got you.
So we were
Yeah, sorry
talking
about
about,
that.
I guess, when Chastity gets up here. No problem,
Okay.
man. You made it back on. So we're what's the date? The 11th.
June the 11th.
So June the 11th, we'll be going. I think Angel's going to go now. Riley and myself, and Chastity will be going to Bobby Mackey's.
That's awesome.
So I think
That's gonna
it's
be
a lot. A
cool.
lot of the viewers may know better than I do that place
Yeah.
is finally going to be tore down. If I'm understanding correctly.
Yeah, that's crazy. But it's still gonna be in the same spot. They're just kind of basically restructuring it.
I don't know. I think they're gonna level
I
the whole
think
thing.
they're actually, yeah, I think they're going to level it.
So it's going to be
Oh,
gone.
they're gonna actually
But
level it.
there'll
Wow.
still be a yeah. Some
Wow.
Brittany on
That's
YouTube
good.
says she believes in July. I know Chastity said that when she got the invite and that they told her, basically you got to pick a date. Like right now, there was only like one or two dates left because they were
Hmm.
planning to tear it down in July.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Bobby
wow.
Matthews will be gone.
Wow.
So we
That's
got one
crazy.
of the last investigations.
Yeah, probably one of the last. And there may be one more after us. I don't know if we're the last one or not. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but there's not many more they're doing.
So
Wow.
we
So
did.
not many,
We got
not
just
many
in the
more,
nick of time.
not many more investigations to go left for that destination. It sounds like.
So yeah, like Brittany said on YouTube, they are building another place or going another place. But I didn't even realize that Bobby Mackey. I didn't realize he still performed there.
Yeah.
I,
I didn't know that either. I thought that was just a place of just history and come to visit and investigate and check it out type place. I didn't even know that it was a place that
Yeah.
actually live, like actually had functions there.
oh man, they still have like concert. I think they may be open weekly. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think they're open a few days a week. They still have people performing, bands in there.
Okay.
So the energy is staying charged up in there for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Whatever's
Yeah,
in
I
whatever's
definitely
below it,
believe that.
it's just got a constant charge.
Yeah, you would think.
There was something I wanted to bring up too. Dyer Lane, apparently they're planning on turning that into a full residential area. So as far as investigating it, that's also another place that's going to be investigated for a limited time. So, so I don't know what's going on with that road anymore at that point, but when it reaches that point, when they start construction, they're going to have a lot of problems with the spirits there. They're not going to be happy about that. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mic was muted. Where'd you say that was at, Duran?
Dyer Lane is in it's basically it's in Roseville, but it leads you into Rio Linda. So both ends takes you to begins and ends from one city to the next. So it's kind
So
of
what
like
state you talking about?
California,
So out your
Northern
way,
California.
Cal. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
yeah.
That
So what's the deal there?
So
Chastity.
so over in at Dyer Lane, there's a lot of history there that involves all sorts of dark stuff, and also there's been a lot of there's basically it's a place of a lot of mysterious death. And some of those pieces of people that have passed on over there, it looks like Chastity just made it in.
Yeah, Chastity just dropped in.
I think she's a ghost tonight.
Yeah.
Well, she came in at the perfect time because of what I'm about to talk about. So,
Hey,
Yeah.
but
can y'all hear me?
hey, I could hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
Huh? What'd you
Awesome,
say?
yeah.
Sure. What'd you say?
We hear you,
How
but
you
we
doing,
can't see
Chad?
you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm feeling pretty under the weather tonight, but I wanted to join in because I know this is an important live for everybody and we got a lot of information to talk about. And I figured if I can't make it with the video, I can at least lay here and run my mouth.
That'll
So,
work.
this is my first live on my new channel, too, Our Appalachian Nightmare. So, super excited, guys. I'll be dropping a video 524 officially at 9 p.m. I have worked my hind end off 60 hours right now at where I'm at on editing. So that might be why I feel like poo.
Yeah,
Uh,
you do. You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt y'all, but thank you for having me on. And what were we talking about?
so you came in at a good time actually because I was just going to discuss with them basically the whole background about Dire Lane of what I know.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
so Dire Lane got brought up because they brought up Bobby Mackey's and how they're going to be leveling that place. And Dire Lane is getting a complete change because it's going to be turned into a residential place. So it's kind of going to change a lot of things, especially for paranormal investigators. So now with Dire Lane, the history goes back, we're talking like 100 years plus. I think it goes far beyond that though. There's a lot of undocumented history about Dire Lane that I've uncovered out there that isn't in any kind of written uh, documents out there. Like, there's no information about it except for what I've uncovered out there. And a lot of it, I think that there's a lot of like, I'm pretty sure I don't know too much about like as far as anything far back beyond like
Excuse me.
like the history of Rio Linda and Roseville before those cities were established, but I'm pretty sure that there's Native American ground right there and or around that area. And there's also a lot of gateways, a lot of portals there. They're all over the place at Dyer Lane. And there's things that come in from not only the astral realm, but there's things that come in from other multiple dimensional things. And it's also a place of UFO activity. It's very high volume for UFO activity, and there just happens to be an air base that is across the field and past, like, it's like not even that far. It's like maybe 2 minutes from Dyer Lane. And then you got history of people that were murdered out there. Like I was saying earlier, there's been gang murders. There were lynchings back in the 1930s by a secret society of KKK members. There were there's said to be a ghost police car out there cited by others that have visited out there. There has been people that have died from car crashes out there. There are um, they say, quote, myths, which I've kind of ruled those out by getting some information by spirits out there of a dark witch cult that was out there back in the this was in the 60s, and there was also a another cult, dark witch cult back in the 30s. And but what I've researched about the one in the 60s was pretty brutal. apparently a girl that was one of the witch's sisters basically kidnapped her own sister, brought her out there in the fields of Dire Lane, and murdered her to summon this demon out there. And
Oh
it's
my.
said
Oh
that
wow.
the reason why the trees bent over the road is they've those trees started bending over the road after that sacrifice, so that she has some type of involvement with these trees and these roads, and like that she's kind of watching the road, and she's basically a part of those trees. So I don't know like how it works, like as far as something that were to happen like that to someone in that type of way in a place like Dyer Lane, where she basically just becomes these trees in spirit, like a part of them, and basically anybody that disrespects Dyer Lane or out there for no good purposes, bad things will happen to those people. So
Wow.
there's
That's
and
pretty
it like there's
interesting.
so many things about Darlene I could go on and on about, but one of the things that really interests me is that case because I've contacted the uh, this girl that was murdered. Her name has came up not just on the Ovilus device before I knew the history about this, and then looked up and found out that this name, I'm not going to disclose the name now, but I will be disclosing it in other pieces of Dire Lane when I start releasing stuff. But the name came up and I didn't know. I'm telling Charles, I'm like, who's this name? Like, this is interesting. This is not really a common name. Um, so I thought it was interesting that that came up on the Ovilus, the third night in Dire Lane. Then this name comes verbally through the spirit box. So you actually hear a woman saying this name that we got on the Ovilus. Found out though that that name has ties to the actual person that was murdered out in the field.
Wow. There's a
So
lot going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
there is. And that's actually how me and Duran officially met, because I saw him on Instagram and he posted this picture and he's like, check out this capture. And I was like, whoa, because what I saw was a giant, like, demonic looking interdimensional being. And I'm not a great artist, but I was confident that I could outline it. And I was like, can I outline this and send it back to you? This is wild. He's like, yeah, sure. And the rest is history from there.
It's
Wow.
that it you know that entity that you helped kind of outline for me, Task, that being is probably still one of my most mind-boggling captures of what is this type of being, because it's it's so like blended in with so many things attached to it. It's almost like it's totem. It's just like a bunch of interdimensional beings just in a knot, and like it's built like a tower, and there's multiple of them, and almost like if there's levels or something. And then at the bottom of this is like this dragon type being. It looks like they're like it's mounted on a dragon,
Yeah.
and it's really baffling, especially when you start seeing. I got captured from Darlene of my camera flashes reflecting off, the eyes of some of these beings, because they materialize so well. There's so much energy out there. There's things out there that are literally using the energy of the earth to manifest out there because it's the energy so high out there.
So is it
Yeah.
like I mean, or what am I looking at when you see it? Is it like a 2 lane highway out in the desert? What is it?
So it's a big field. So it's like there's like a lot of farmland over there, and there's a lot of field, and it's just a road that when you're out there, you look like you're out in the middle of the boonies, like it's out in the middle of nowhere. And but it goes on for a long while, and then you bend the street, and then it's a long while again, and it's just all fields, and there's no traffic lights. Like it's pure darkness out there. You can't see nothing in front of you almost right now.
Wow.
Mm.
So yeah, super dark. It's like purgatory out there when you're out there at night. So you have to have lights. You have to have something to be able to keep you from harming yourself, because you're out there at night and you don't have anything, not even IR camera to see where you're going, where you could look at the screen, something. Uh, you just all sorts of problems you're gonna have, not just from spirit attack, but there's so it's the a place of many hazardous places to step. So it's crazy. And then like
Stand
if you touch the trees, you want to leave the trees alone out in Dyer Lane. Those trees are just meant to kind of let them be. Don't bother them. Because I leaned on one of those trees and there was everything from huge carpenter ants and spiders crawling all over my arm the second I rested my arm on it. Like everything there is alive there.
So are the trees
It's
hanging over the
weird.
highway?
What's that?
So are the trees hanging over the highway?
The trees are hanging over the road. It looks like a tunnel. It's all
Oh
shaped like a
yeah.
tunnel, and those that tunnel, you get this. You get pulled in many directions. It's almost like someone taking a magnet on one side of the road and one powerful magnet on the other side of the road, and it's pulling you from both sides. And you kind of like you start to get this feeling of getting confused, or like confused, and you're getting pulled in multiple directions. Like you got a lot of people talking to you on one end and a lot of people talking to you on the other end, and you're not sure which way to go because you're getting pulled on both directions. And the energy is just moving fast out there. So there's I've gotten vertigo feelings out there. Also where my gut just feels like it's a tumbling dryer and you kind of just get nauseous a little bit. That's all like that fast moving energy around you, because they'll make you dizzy sometimes. I've even had entities come through the spirit box and say confused, like super clear, and because it'll make you feel that way. You'll get disoriented because there's so much going on. I've had equipment cases slammed shut, and you got to put like weight to close the door of those equipment cases. Like you got to put some arm into it. And these equipment cases would shut and slam across the street from us. Like
We've had
there's
something
no
like
way
that
the
at,
wind would
at,
go
at
through.
one place we went to slam some of our equipment cases. So yeah, I
Yeah,
get that. That's
yeah.
very wild. It'll raise the hair up
Especially
on your arm.
when you're out in the middle of nowhere and it's super quiet, even the bugs aren't speaking because the bugs know that they need to hush it up because they know what's going on too. And
Yeah.
yeah, when you get that level of silence and something crashes down like that, it kind of gives you that kind of it spikes you up, it wakes you up.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
that was
pulse
Yeah,
to that
it,
place,
it
is the
sure
word
did.
spirit used.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling down south in Angel that this place is going to be constructed into a residential area in the near
Mm-hmm.
future, and that's going to cause a lot of problems, not only for the construction workers, but the residents that after they finish the project, if they even ever finish the project, because there could be all sorts of problems where they end up canceling the project. When you start building on land like Dyer Lane, there's going to be problems. Like no matter what, there's going to be a problem, more than one or two problems. I'm talking like there's probably going to be people quitting on the job. They're probably going to see some stuff that they're going to be traumatized with. Um, they're
Yeah.
probably going to be taking stuff home with them. You know, whether they like it or not, these workers
Yeah.
might get attachments.
that's
You know,
Yeah.
crazy.
that's very unfortunate. I'm curious if that place has the name. I mean, you certainly know the name of Dyer Lane, of course, but how many locals know it, and how many people would even live there? If the place has a
Right.
name like that.
Uh, you know, that thought has occurred to me. You know, what person would live over there? You know, the only thing that comes to my mind are people that are skeptics, that don't look into this stuff, that don't believe in this stuff. Those would be the
Uh-huh.
people that are probably going to be moving in, or don't look into those kind of history. And even if the property owners, the people that own the properties of Dar Lane, share that history with those individuals, some don't even, they're not even interested, and they don't even care. If they get a bargain on a place, they're going to take it. Some people just
Mm-hmm.
they take what they get because it's cheap, and they don't believe in this stuff. And then when they get stuck there, they put everything they got into it, and that's a whole nother problem. But that's why you got people like
Yeah.
us. So that might put people like us in business, with at Dyer Lane, as far as residentially, not uh, investigating the road, but actual building that will be constructed on Dyer Lane.
That's wild.
hmm So
I'm
Yeah,
curious.
it is wild.
I'm interested on I told a psychic medium that I work with about the whole situation. She's like, yeah, you might as well, like, when they're finished with the construction, just put a bunch of your business cards on everyone's doormat over there, just so, because she's like, because they're gonna end up needing an investigator to check out the spot, so you might as well just be ahead of the game and put your cards there.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely
I
tons
was
of,
actually
or at least one
gonna
open
talk. I was
portal.
gonna
Mhm.
I was gonna talk about something tonight.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's more than one. I was
Yeah.
just saying, I'm gonna go back on what I was gonna talk about. There was a post earlier this week that I saw, and the lady's in Texas. She's a paranormal investigator, and she was pretty upset with um, everything. Someone had rattled her cage about the fact that where paranormal investigating has gone. She kind of blamed it on all the TV stars, Ghost Adventures. I mean, you can name them. I'm not going to name them. You know who they are. And certain ones of them, everywhere they go is a demon. Everything's a demon. Everything's a devil. Um,
Mhm.
Everywhere to go, there's all kinds of spirit activity. You being a paranormal investigator, you know that it's just not like that. It isn't
Nope.
for us anyway. There's a lot of
No.
places we go that are supposedly haunted, and we don't get much of anything at all.
Mhm.
So the
Yeah.
lady was just pretty mad about it, but she was saying, people, paranormal investigators today, those shows they've done one good thing. It's a double edged sword. They've got more people interested in the paranormal. Okay,
Yeah.
which is what we all like, or we wouldn't be up here tonight. So
Yeah.
they've made it more relevant to the younger age people, thanks to social media. Um, but what they've done is uh, kind of giving it a false name because it's not what they're showing it to be,
Yeah.
and it's making it like young people are actually charging for like if someone has a problem in their home, they're in a weak point. If they really got spirit activity going on, whether it be good spirit, very negative spirit, they need your
Mhm.
help if you can help. And what she was
Yeah.
really mad about is she's seeing and hearing where people are charging to come in your home and cleanse the home. They would charge you when you're probably at one of the lowest points in your life if you really got some paranormal activity going on, and that could be if it's demon type, uh,
Yeah.
Or just a really vengeful spirit
vengeful
type.
spirit, whatever it may be. But that lady was raging, so what I'm getting at, I'm jumping around, but I was going back to you, Duran. You'd have the perfect opportunity to move to Dyer Lane, and you could mop up if the place fills up with houses. You can charge for the services, which is I'm totally against that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Even the church charges.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
some churches charge to come
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
That's just something I've never been able to have the heart to do, is charge to help somebody with paranormal activity or paranormal questions. But where I can get overburdened by, people contacting me. I take the neediest of the neediest people, the ones with the worst cases, because sometimes I get paranormal help, like, people wanting to come to me for paranormal help, and it's something super simple, but I have to remember as a person that does this that even if it's something super simple for me, it can be very overwhelming for the person that's experiencing it. So, it's a touchy subject. If somebody finds it in their heart to want to donate money for my time, or even like Amazon wish list, that's as far as I go with helping people with the paranormal. And I don't ever expect anything, because, in that situation, I feel it's a much stronger power, so a much stronger energy to give without expectation, because eventually when you're in need, it's going to come back at least threefold.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good point, Jeff, because I was actually going to say that when it comes to like me investigating people's homes, I don't I don't even bring up a charge. I don't bring up, charging anybody, but when they do ask me, I tell them like, look, I'm not going to charge you for this. Um, I just give them the opportunity if like, um, the only thing that we will accept because they really kind of push that, they're like, I got to give you something, I'll accept a donation, as a gift. Um, that's as far as I go. But a donation is something that I feel is more acceptable because, you know, that energy of giving, you accept, they give, that's good energy back at them. That's good karma. You not accepting that donation, not accepting that gift is actually a really bad thing. So you want to accept that gift. It's basically, disrespect if you don't accept the gift. So, um, donation is definitely a more appropriate thing to me as far as investigating people's houses. But if they're in a situation where they are kind of facing a situation where they don't have anything at all, it's just something I don't really bring up to them like, hey, can you donate anything? Usually I let that karma come. So but I know that, I know what my job is, as well as everyone else's job in this. Everyone has their own purpose in this. And, we all get that good karma back for what we do. So there's people out there that will get for what we do.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, so
Yeah, I
that's,
don't know.
that's
I
basically,
think that if somebody wants to donate and give you a gift, that's fine. I think, and even what the lady was speaking about, I think was someone on a fixed income, older couple were having experiencing things to the point where their children wouldn't even come to their house anymore. And some dude come in there and said he would cleanse the house. Bring a $2 piece of sage, and he would cleanse the house $500. And you catch them at their lowest point, and they would do just about anything to do it. So I'm just saying it's like
Taking advantage
you're
of.
definitely taking advantage of somebody, and it comes back. I feel like that karma is a situation. You're
yeah,
gonna get it twofold. That's the way I look at it. But
I
I feel like
yeah,
just do the right thing.
we just cleansed the house for a guy a few weeks ago or a month ago, and we did it for free just because we wanted to see the new owner of the house happy.
Yeah.
When he moved
yeah,
in, it was a man doing it for his son, moving back to Kinston, and we just
yeah.
wanted to see him be able to. We wanted to narrow that problem down a little bit for him.
I
You're
think
right.
it worked. No, we haven't heard
Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
but that's just we're probably like y'all. I mean, we enjoy doing it, and I'm learning more about it all the time about the paranormal and the investigation part. I'm trying to
Yeah,
learn to be a better paranormal investigator by, uh, paying more attention to the conditions around me, temperature, weather, humidity, what's going on, and being a better listener than talker. I found out you can learn a lot more if you listen. Uh, but
Mm,
definitely to help people. You want to help people. I feel like you want to help people. So that's where we stand on it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what
you
my
know,
original calling for doing it was, to help people.
Yeah.
yeah,
How
yeah.
about you, Angel?
That's
I know you feel
basically.
about the same way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's true. I mean, we learn from each other, but also trying to help. That's the main goal. Understanding more of the paranormal. You know, spirits, friends, family, and in general, people that we go through those places. But in reality, it's help.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
yeah,
never charge for
That's
anything.
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I, what I always like to do
Yeah.
also is when I'm
Our
investigating
internet
a
keeps
home.
clicking on and off, so I don't know what's dragging us down.
Yeah, my live is so delayed. Like when y'all talk, your
Ye-
mouths won't move.
Yeah, I noticed that I'm delayed too sometimes when I speak, and I'll hear my own
Yeah.
voice coming through my speaker like 15 seconds after whatever I've said.
And there's a
But
bad echo. So
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
yeah,
our internet's dragging, but I think oh, is there another echo tonight? I don't hear echo tonight. Lord, don't start the echoing again.
yeah, yeah, the traditional electronic malfunction, the audio. So, so yeah, what I like to do usually on investigations, I'll provide some tools for the client, that residents that I'm investigating. I'll give them a little bit of tools to get them started for, like, as far as like a cleansing kit, or um, and actually just like explain what it's for, walk them through it. After cleansing, depending on the situation, the severity, and what's basically going on, what we're dealing with. Those are the kind of tools that I'm interested in bringing in. Like the Marysville house, I brought several things. I brought like oils, I brought holy water. Um, I've actually brought some water I call Archangel Michael water, which I used as basically a ritual I did for uh, using the energy of Archangel Michael, um, and using that energy and putting that in that water. And so that it's effective depending on the situations, but when you're dealing with a place like Marysville, um, where there's more things there than demons, which was also a good point that what you guys were bringing up, that a lot of people think that everything is just demons. This place has more than just that. That's just like a little handful pick of what was it at that property. Um, the St. Michael water was helpful for it was a temporary barrier, but um, basically what's at that property would take a lot more. But as far as an update of what's going on with Marysville, though, as far as I know from the medium I work with, she had discussed with me that the family is selling
Sounds
the home and they
good to
will
me.
not be any longer staying there anymore. So that's a huge plus, that they're getting away from that property. So yeah, that place is crazy. It's
Yeah.
one of the most active places along with Ireland that I've ever been to. As far as dark activity, is the darkest place I've investigated so far.
Yeah. And you're talking about Marysville, correct?
Yeah,
That's it's crazy there. Like
yeah,
I actually tuned into it. He was telling me about it, and there's literally like black spots that are portals, almost like think about it like Mario and how he goes down little tunnels, but it's portals
mm,
just individually for that house, for the entity that stays there.
mm, Yeah, even like
Wow.
just bringing up Marysville, when I bring it up, I get kind of hot. I feel hot and sticky when I start bringing it up. There's this really unsettling feeling there that even just me talking about it because I've actually physically been there before. And the place is very uninviting, put it that way. Whatever was there really did not want any of us there.
No,
So, no.
not at all. And that's the thing that, dealing with the paranormal, some people, not everyone, of course, they don't understand that there can be backlash, even if you have protection,
Mhm.
even, of the most high, and, you're the best at what you do. There are times when things just wait for the right opportunity because all they have is time to come in when you're lower vibrational to kind of mess stuff up. Like, and, just things to happen. And one of the things, being a person like we all are here, we're all interested in the paranormal. um you know I mean, we all are going to deal with that at some point. There's good dealing with the paranormal, isn't, and I know a lot of people that are watching already know this. I just feel with the conversation it's important. It's not, it is kind of fun, but it's not fun and games. Like, you have to take it seriously, because if you
Mhm.
don't, it can really backfire on you. It's something very interesting, especially when you're referring to house clearings. Even going like to Henry River Mills Village, that was very interesting. Angel, you said you had something hang around you for a little while. And then Connie, she peeked in and for a little Reiki for me and said that I had like these black Klingons, like little fuzz balls, like all around my aura, like almost like fuzzies on a
Wow.
sweater that had to be picked off. And she helped me with that energetically. But it was all, I mean, I'm trying to think of an analogy that's appropriate for YouTube, but like how something tries to get in, but it couldn't. It was just like black static vibrating around my aura trying to get in. But where I push stuff like that out constantly with my vibration, it couldn't get in. And that was after Henry River Mill, which, Greg, I did send you two little clips. You don't have to pull them up, but I did
Mhm.
send them to you on Facebook. I don't know if you want to share them with a little bit of evidence and interesting things that I sent to Angel and Riley. I mean, at some
Can
point,
you
if you
pull them
want
up
to.
on? Can you show them on your end right now? I'm not
I
sure how
don't
to do it.
think, yeah, I don't think I can. I don't know if I can or not, but I'll post them, I guess, in socials maybe. But the video again does come out Friday, and I've caught some things like that house where y'all did the Estes session.
Uh huh.
Something followed me because I was by myself. Something followed me, I feel, from the store down to that house, and y'all will be able to see that in the progression of the video. um but yeah, it's going to be a wild one, and I 100% want to go back to Henry River Mill because it like cursed me out so bad, I feel, because it didn't scare me. It wanted to pull energy from me. It wasn't getting what it wanted from me. It spiritually attacked me while I was there, and then commenced to calling me every name in the book. So now I'm kind of, I mean, I hate to say it, and I don't need to be this way, love and light, but I'm kind of pissed.
Mhm.
A man from Orlando, Florida
Yep.
is coming.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more of the evidence you guys got. You guys got a lot of incredible stuff out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny
Super
how
excited for it.
we did get so much there. We didn't know it, but uh, it felt like while we were there, we really weren't getting a lot, except for Chastity. She did get cussed out pretty darn good.
Yeah,
It
and I
was
had a
it was
lot of
loud and clear.
spiritual, yeah,
Of
a
course, we
lot of
did get
spiritual
a
things come
shadow
through.
figure. Yeah.
So, so Greg, did you feel anything out there that was unexplainable as far as like physically?
Honestly, I did not. When we got right there by the little store that was there, where we
Mhm.
started, where Chastity got cussed at, I felt a little heaviness there.
Yeah.
And actually, that's where we got the shadow figure,
Yeah.
um,
Okay.
in the pictures. But after that, I really didn't. There was one house in particular. I
Hmm.
did feel like I felt like we were being watched.
Yeah.
And actually, I
Yeah.
think we kind of set up there, and
Okay.
that's where something run the batteries down on Angel's REM pod, right on the porch. Chastity her had some cat balls on the porch, and they started going out. But I was for sure.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
I got the SLS camera out, and I was like, we're gonna get something here.
And we had a lot of chatter over this direct link.
Yeah, we
Oh
had a lot.
yeah.
There was really a lot in that one place. A lot of
Yeah.
energy down by the river. I thought we were gonna get a little more than we did there. That's the thing
Oh.
I'm learning about paranormal, the investigations part. We've been to some places that were pretty raunchy, and it was
Mhm.
not hard to see what you were getting. So when I go to a place that was more quieter communication, I have to concentrate more. I'm learning. I'm learning more. I'm using my feelings more.
Yeah.
Riley's a lot more sensitive to it than I am, so I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, there's a lot of history in that place, and like I said, Angel ended up having something to go home with him
Yeah.
from Henry River, which was wild.
Yeah. So how long did that last, or is it still going on? Are you still experiencing stuff at home, Angel?
It was there for 2 weeks, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it the right
Ooh.
after I came back that night, and my wife saw it too.
Oh wow.
So I just this is my workroom that I build my equipment, and I noticed that he was kind of behind me, looking over my shoulder what I was doing. I think I was building some REM pods.
Wow. Interesting.
So
He's probably interested in what you were building.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's hanging there, and then he went away. So, but that happens. That usually happens. They stay for a couple of days, then
Wow.
they leave.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I picked up that the spirit was interested in the communication device because I'm sure there's a lot of paranormal investigators that have went, and we know there's psychics that have went based on the story and the history part of the tour. But yeah, I think the spirit was specifically interested in the way that we communicated with them through that portal box that Angel made. Guys in the chat, if you're interested, Angel makes a lot of ghost equipment, so you can always hit him up for equipment, by the way. I just wanted to drop that in there. But yeah, it was at the end, the communication, I just felt the need to get up. I was sitting off to the side. I was getting a little tired. It was getting late. And I just felt the need to get up and start communicating with this portal box. And I walked over and literally said that. I was like, I feel like I need to talk to this, like, box, basically. But I knew the spirits were there. And yeah, that's when the communication came through. Not everything was nasty, but there was a man there that, I mean, it was clear responses. I was having a conversation with that portal spirit box.
Yeah, and I forget to mention that the other day I was talking to my nephew. He lives in Florida, and we talk almost every day. And I was talking to him, and another voice was coming through between that conversation.
Wow.
And he was a man, and he was really mad. And I said, wait. I need to record this because nobody will believe me. So I put another work phone and start recording a video, and you can hear the voice. I'm going to probably try to clean it to make sure what he's saying.
Wow. That would be pretty cool to hear that.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
said, are you listening to the radio or something? I said, no. So there is a voice here between us in our conversation, talking.
Yeah.
Wow.
And on the portal box, there was, since we can't pull it up, I'll just let you guys know. I've been listening back and forth to this video while I edit that, and I officially heard my voice come through the portal. It sounds like my voice when I'm kind of low, like if I've just woken up, where my voice is a little bit lower. It is my tones. It has some of my, I mean, I let people in my family listen to it. I'm asking them, whose voice is this? They know it's mine because I mean, it's my voice. It's wild. It really is. So the portal, I'm very interested in. Eventually, I'm going to have to save me up some funds and get one of those, Angel, because that is really, really neat. Even though, there's a common misperception or misconception about a medium, like we do communicate with spirits, but see, there's also this protection that I put up, so it filters out a lot of things. I don't feel comfortable in a situation where I'm investigating to open up fully, because then I'm opening myself up to get fully attacked. Because again, the work that I do, I personally feel these things know my name, and that is my whole goal with this channel. I mean, YouTube, unfortunately, with YouTube, I want to put all this on the Luminary Luna Beams, but it'll never get out to the public because YouTube doesn't know what to do with this type of content, because it's not my normal type of content. That's the only reason I've started this other channel. Plus, it was spirit led. My whole goal is to bridge the gap between the guessing and give some type of substance and validation, because I think that's so super important, and it's becoming a lot more accepted in society, where people are intuitive. People are actually saying, "Hey, okay, this actually lines up," and you guys are going to see a lot of that. You know, y'all, most of y'all here have already got to see in the chat or in the video, already got to hear the validations. But this was just my first investigation, and Bobby Mackey's whatever's there is much darker than at Henry River Mills. So it communicated with me, channeled it in. I saw it walk out of the portal. You had the possession of Carl Lawson. That was a real possession, in my personal opinion. And I seen him talking to this thing. If you watched our video on Lights at Midnight podcast, most of y'all know my collab channel with Emily, the Fine Art Medium. This thing is super dark, and there's going to be paranormal investigations every single night at Bobby Mackey's that whole month, because they demolished most of that place starting in July. So that's why we're going, on top of helping our client. Can say our client now, because down south's trying to come out and help us too. But I'll stop there. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
We were curious. That was a question we had, was were you channeling anything already? I know when you start thinking about and planning and just talking about Bobby Mackey's, I'm sure you start channeling something already.
Yeah, we did a whole video on Bobby Mackey's, myself and Emily, and we focused on the upstairs bar. Like, as soon as I walked in, there's mirrors, right, as you walk in the front door of Bobby Mackey's. And spiritually, I was almost remotely viewing that, and I could see a woman. I didn't see my reflection. I saw the reflection of a woman. And when we looked online, this is something that here's a little sneak peek. Here's something that hasn't been released to the public yet. When I looked online, the person that I saw was Pearl. She's an actual resident ghost there, and I saw her in my mind's eye. So whether it's her spirit or something pretending to be her, she's definitely there, or her essence is there. And then they have like a corner there that we picked up on, like the main bar area. We cannot go in Carl Lawson's room, from my best of knowledge, unfortunately. But Sam and Colby had the phone ring in there, and the power was out. Now, granted, if it was a landline, it could still ring. But that's the video we reacted to. The basement, you have a portal to hell. But I've also had a vision at Bobby Mackey's, where I have like a very golden white light about 4 or 5 inches off my body. And I'm walking in the pitch dark, and there's like these ashes falling, like almost the apocalypse. Think about it, but it's pitch black. And as these ashes hit my golden like protection, they kind of like zigzag out and evaporate. It's almost like walking through an ash field. But interestingly enough, the entity that I seen at Bobby Mackey's, it literally walked out of a blue and black swirly portal in Carl Lawson's room inside of Bobby Mackey's, and it had like black fumes or black flames resonating off of its body, and it was a shadow figure with white eyeballs.
Wow.
So I seen it, and then even with further validating that, watching the exorcism of Carl Lawson on YouTube, which was the next video. And you guys, if you haven't seen it on Lights at Midnight, you can head over there and watch both of these videos. I further validate that with what we like. You can hear Carl Lawson talking. He's like, "Do you see my Lord?" I'm getting cold chills. "Do you see my Lord? He's coming." And then he goes up and begs this entity. I'm visually seeing it in my mind's eye, begging him to take him back, the entity that's residing in Carl Lawson. There's some of that energy still there. So,
Yeah, I believe that 100%.
Angel, have you been to Bobby Mackey's before?
No, that was a place that we didn't want to go.
Okay, well,
but
good. I don't know why I thought you had been before.
but I think we tried this time before they demolish the place.
Yes, sir.
I've seen
Oh,
several videos of different paranormal groups there, and I guess it's how you interact. The good part is I feel like Chastity will be there. Is and I'm pretty sure not negatively saying this to you, Chastity, but I think things you might bring things. They're just going to happen when you're there because your
Yeah,
light shines brighter than ours. I feel like, and
yeah,
so I think we'll
and
get more action in the last few videos of people I've been seeing going doing some lives there.
yeah, and the work that I do, you're not wrong. I mean, the work that I do will attract because I've already previously communicated with this thing, so it already knows I'm coming. These things transcend time and space, and this isn't like a story to get people scared. This isn't. This is how the kids say it these days. This is a no cap situation, 100%. Like this, I feel like if it might start off slow, kind of like Henry River Mills did. It started off a little slower, but as the night wears on, it gets closer to the 3 a.m. thing. It just seems like the energy picks up.
The
And I
witching
have a
hour.
feeling we're going to capture some things.
yeah.
So that place is getting torn down in July. That when you were trying to get the appointment set up for us, is the whole month of June already booked up?
Yes. So June 11th was the very last open day that nobody was going to be there after 9 p.m. that we could have booked a private investigation. So I was able to get the very last spot available at that time, unless they opened up some other days because they're making a killing right now,
Oh
because
yeah.
everybody's
Yeah.
going in. And even a lot of popular YouTubers are flowing in and out of this place because,
Yeah.
it's the last month. I've heard rumors that they're going to keep the portal to hell part of the establishment somehow, like the basement, and they're going to build on top of it. I've heard all different kinds of things, but for the most part, the whole building's going to be flattened. And, I see like this black goo just rising up from the ground into like this new beautiful concrete. Like this place in the Carl Lawson video, it specifically he says under quote unquote possession says we've been here for 6,000 years, and I've sit here and run this through my mind over and over and over again, and to me, it seems like there's some type of tainting of a spirit. Why have they been here for 6,000 years? You've had these indigenous tribes on these lands for many, many years. So there's some type of something that has happened here. There's some type of conjuring to bring this here. This isn't
Yeah.
new. This is old. What you're dealing with at Bobby Mackey's is old.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The real smoke.
That
Yeah. They
that
don't want
reminds me.
to.
Yeah, that reminds me a lot of Dyer Lane. That there's something there that's much older, and a much older reason of why it's there. Um, same scenario.
Yeah, it's spooky. That place is spooky. And I hate, I'm planning a trip out west, or I'm manifesting one. I can't guarantee it yet, but I'm manifesting a trip out west, hopefully by sometime in 2025. And hopefully I can make it out there before they start tearing everything up.
Mhm. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Chelsea, do you think that what is in Bobby Mike is an elemental or just something that was brought there?
I feel like it's an interdimensional being. And I feel like it's super dark. It talks to me like there's certain things talk to me in certain ways. And this one talked to me like a quote unquote demonic would. Demonics come in, and they always come in like, I want death. They start off with like the seven deadly sins. It's almost like that's the way I can identify them. There is something interdimensional. I would say it's the collector energy. So it's an interdimensional, which could also be a darker, lower level demonic entity, is what I think it is. I don't think it's like one of the seven princes of hell or the seven deadly sins, but they always come in and say, I want death, I want war, I want disease. And they always have this laugh, but every one of them's different. And they all communicate that way with me. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, okay, get out of here. So then I have to like literally fold them up like a piece. I know this sounds crazy, but to get that out, that energy out of my aura, because they communicate, transcending through space and time, they communicate. I have to push that energy out. So then I have to literally fold it up like a piece of paper and burn it in my mind to make it stop. Now, that sounds crazy, right? But at this point, the as much validations and everything that I've got, I trust my connection with spirit. And yeah, whatever's there is pretty dark. I don't think it's pretending either. I don't think it's always there either. I think it leaves and comes and goes. But it's a collector energy, and it's like tainted souls that inhabit the area of Bobby Mackey's. It's not just Bobby Mackey's.
You know, which means after
Okay.
they even level it, it's probably still gonna be active because you could destroy the vessel, but then the spirits are still free to go wherever they want. It could be the land is just jacked up now,
Yeah,
you know.
100%. So until the land is cleared, and it's not, even a powerful medium could come in there. It's going to take like multiple powerful people, or not even just the word powerful. I don't really like it, but people that understand the power of light and the divine, or just higher vibrational beings, and maybe even people that work with darker energies. Sometimes you need a balance of both to clear places like that, and some places, in my opinion, can be stained for a long, long time, because whatever brought them in here, whatever brought this collector energy in, it has been allowed to stay here for a long time and collect essence. This is my opinion, essences of the human soul, which I
Yeah.
will dive further in on my opinion once I get there and I feel the energy, and I'm going to try to complete that sentence after we go to Bobby Mackey's. So Kentucky in general, I've had some of the worst cases I've ever had. Specifically, the home of the doll that is behind Duran. Its home was Kentucky. Had the craziest stuff come out of Kentucky. So I'm developing a theory. It's just a theory, of course. It doesn't mean it's factual, but I'm developing an intuitive theory about Kentucky, or the at least the surrounding areas in general.
Okay.
I didn't realize that the dog that you got, Duran, come from Kentucky. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Angela,
That's pretty crazy.
she's pretty powerful.
Yeah, the entity attached to that thing actually manifested in my room, in the in between space where I was conscious, but I was like in between awake and asleep, and she manifested right beside my bed and touched my knee. So she came to me the night before, and I didn't even know I was going to do the case, and then I saw her, and I saw her in her true form. It has like talents for fingers that are black and dripping goo, and the lady that had this doll ended up getting a cut from this entity in her house, and it literally leaked black fluid. And I know that sounds crazy too, but I have it all recorded. I have everything, that whole conversation recorded, validated, from the what I was seeing to what they've experienced. I have it all.
That's
So that's going to be
crazy.
part of the haunted series I do, but I can't really share a whole lot of it. It's going to be relayed because well, I have permission to share it, but I'm waiting on one other person that needs to join me. But she's been having kind of a hard time lately, so I don't know um, how that's going to go. But anyways, not too off subject, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, very very bizarre case. It's very interesting, and I've learned quite a few things just from this one object. It's pretty fascinating. Um, but for viewers' sake, make sure everybody's aware. This is not a toy. This is literally a haunted object. It is not a toy. It's very dangerous, and viewer discretion advised for people that you know may think it's a toy and think it's something laughable. Uh, these the beings that are involved in some of these objects that I own can affect you as an individual and your electronics and through your electronics. So to think negative things about any of these objects, I highly recommend that no one does. So there's that warning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it truly is. I think it's this entity, you know, I put up a lot of protections. I had them put up a lot of protections, like, you know, but protections can expire. And that's what people need to understand too. So it's something that has to be like done ever so often, or
Mhm.
unless you're positive this entity has been transcended into higher vibrational space or light and transmuted into something else different. But this entity has not bothered me since. I'd be interested to see if what happens when I do release the haunted object series.
You know, at some
So how
point,
many hours did you say you had Chastity in the Henry River Mill that you've been editing that video?
60.
60 hours in
Yeah.
that, and that you're gonna release that. Did you say Friday, 2 days?
Yep. 2 days from now at 9 p.m.
That'll be awesome.
That will be awesome.
I know it's
Heck
gonna be
yeah.
good. The trailer was amazing that you made.
Yeah, it
yeah,
was.
Thank you.
very awesome.
That was 3 hours worth of work, but you know, I figured if I'm going to one location a month, and I'll be going a lot of places with Down South Supernatural, and Angel's going to be joining us, I believe, at Bobby Mackey's too. You said, Angel?
Definitely, yes, I will try. Yeah.
Yay, that's awesome. And Duran, if you want to fly out here or fly out to Bobby Mackey's, you're welcome to join us too. I wish you could.
I wish I could.
Yeah, it's
Wish I
tough
could. Yeah.
being 3,000 miles away from all of us because we're all in, you know, East Coast area. Maybe one
Yeah.
day, dude, we're going to get together and do some investigating.
Oh, definitely. Maybe like meet a halfway point. We all kind of road trip all the way out to some kind of halfway point.
Kansas. I'd like to do the Liska Axe Murder House, Sally House, and White, if they
Oh,
would let us do Whiteface.
That would be
yeah,
neat.
Yeah.
that would be
I know
cool.
Dylan would like that. He's talked about that before.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah,
Heck, I've talked about it too.
Yeah.
maybe 2025 or something that we can all start planning for.
Hmm.
Yeah. First off, Chastity, we got to plan the Skinwalker Ranch trip.
Yeah, I would love to. If I make it out west, I'm going to stay out there for about 3 weeks because I have about 5 people on my list, including Duran, that I have to visit, and I'm gonna figure it out because I'm hoping that, you know, folks like the content I'm putting out. I'm hoping that I can reinvest any money that's made off this channel, and I'm going to have a Patreon for this channel. It'll be my first Patreon sneak peek. Now everybody knows, or at least the people watching. So I'm going to try to get a Patreon to help fund the trips because, as we all know, these places are not cheap.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
So it's
Yeah,
exciting.
I would love to be able
It
to
is
get into
exciting.
Winchester Mystery House someday.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, very pricey, but man, that place has got an overwhelming amount of space to cover. But there's like a few hot spots that I always wanted to set cameras in.
Absolutely. And the Queen Mary, the ship Queen Mary, I would love to investigate there as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. That'd be awesome.
Where's the Queen Mary?
It's Southern California.
Okay, I don't know
That's
why I was thinking it was in New
LA, I
York.
believe. I think it might be LA.
Okay.
I think
I
so
could,
too, or very close to LA
yeah,
in that port. Which until I made it out to California, I didn't realize how far everything was. I mean, I know California is a huge state, but I think it took us in 2010, it took us 14 hours to drive from LA all the way to Redding, California. It was like another whole day's worth of travel to get to the Redwoods.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the redwoods myself.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got to
Yeah.
do it, dude.
that's awesome. Yeah.
It's like a Mario big world out there. You feel like you're in Mario land, but just like real.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I hope Bobby Mackey's lets us go live because I plan on going live on YouTube at Bobby Mackey's. And I might end up going live for like 20 or 30 minutes on TikTok at Bobby Mackey's. I've seen other creators do it. I mean, we're not that popular, so we shouldn't, at least yet, we shouldn't draw a crowd. So, I think if Paranormal Nightmare, the Foreman brothers, can go live at Bobby Mackey's, I think we could pull it off too.
We should investigate the
Yeah.
redwoods.
What's that?
Nick said we should investigate the redwoods.
Oh, that'd be cool. Probably find a Bigfoot out there.
Heck yeah.
It's a hot spot.
Squat.
Yeah. I believe it. The interdimensional Sasquatch.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Watch them disappear right into a tree. Because
Yep.
that's what I believe that they have abilities to do, and they literally will just absorb into one.
Yep. I agree.
People wonder where they go. They're like, oh, they hide into a cave. They hide underground. No, I think they just will dissolve into the land or into a tree
Mm-hmm.
and go to this other realm or dimension that they do come from. But they
Yeah.
come here for some type of resource or something.
I agree with that. And people think that's silly and
Angel,
crazy,
have you
but
ever been to our internet again? Angel, have you ever been to Macon? Oh, we're freezing up.
I need to hit the mic.
I think our internet's acting crazy again. Y'all sorry.
But Angel, have you ever been to Fort Macon?
No, not yet.
I think we're oh, there you go. Oh
There's
really?
a
So you've not been to, I figured you'd
internet
been there.
delay.
We're gonna hit that this weekend because it'll be a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
So I know you guys who are watching probably don't know, but Fort Macon is a Civil War battleground in Fort Macon, North Carolina, which is, right on the ocean, basically.
I've been there. Not
Oh,
during
that
the night,
Yeah,
though.
we're gonna try to.
Oh, have you? Okay.
would be cool to investigate a battleground and imagine how active that would be.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to
I
Ohio.
can't
but
wait
I
for your
mentioned
video. I
it.
can't wait for you to release that video. And like I said, we're gonna have a little video from this past weekend.
You're going to Ohio, Angel?
What'd you say, Angel? I lost you. My internet sucks right this minute.
Yes, I got invited to Wendelin 2.0. It's a bar and a restaurant, really famous. And a group there, a friend of mine, they say, you need to come in. So I probably will go.
Very cool. You got the Ohio State Reformatory up there.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. That place is awesome.
Wow. Where's the place y'all were
Mhm.
going in August?
Waverly Hills.
So that's in August? Oh, wow. That place, I
Kentucky.
did a reading on that place too.
That's cool. Yeah.
Now that place is
eventually-
making money.
Yeah.
Eventually,
That place stays booked up, 12
I
months
bet.
straight.
Yeah.
definitely, I bet. Yeah.
The creeper's real.
What's that?
In Waverly, the creeper. It's a real entity in my humble personal intuitive opinion.
Is that creeper? Or is that a thought form?
It's hard to say, but there is literally a entirely different liminal dimensional space of just shadow beings that are at Waverly. And I know this sounds wild, like you go there and we get this evidence, but people have to understand like what's been put into that place. Like these are visions and like very, very real experiences I've had. And the creeper seems like an elemental in it, like if it's not a thought form, it could be, but if it possibly, I can't remember exactly how he classified it, but if my memory serves me correctly, it's like a spider man, but it also has, it's got a lot to do with another type of collector type energy too. But there's something that rules the roost at Waverly, and it's not the creeper. I saw a man. I know this sounds crazy too. I saw a man on a horse. He was a black shadow. He had a cowboy hat, like the Hat Man, basically. But he was literally riding a horse through the
Yeah.
hallways. I know that sounds wild, but that's what I saw at Waverly. And there's like hundreds of black, just shadow beings there. So there's just the portal type energy. And, these abandoned places, what breathes life into a building or a place is people. Once we leave our homes, let's say a home sits vacant, we know it gets dusty and it gets old and things start tearing up faster and all that kind of stuff. And these beings find, like, when these things travel or they're already in this dimension that's so close to Earth, these things go to these places and they take up residence there when they want to be closer to what I call the mirror Earth realm. And the
Mhm.
stronger they are and the more energy they get from the Earth, where we are, from presently
Yeah.
where we are, they're allowed to manifest. And that's the only way, to my best knowledge. And I mean, if anybody has an opinion about this, please share it. But that's how it's been shown to me. So, and there's different levels because there's different dimensions.
Mm.
Hey,
Yeah,
Chassis,
that's
you ever been into Trans-Allegheny in West Virginia?
No, I would love to go. The only place that I've been to two places in West Virginia. I went to Point Pleasant, and there's a haunted hotel right there where the bridge went down. We didn't get to stay in it, but we got tons of pictures. So the Mothman, right? And then while we were up there, we went to West Virginia Penitentiary for a paracon. But my very first official paranormal investigation was Henry River Mill Village. So as of right now, to my best of knowledge, I'm supposed to be going with you guys to Brushy Mountain if that's happening in October. And August, y'all invited me to go somewhere. July, I'm going to do Trivet Clinic. And June will be Bobby Mackey's. If I could go more places more often, I would. But
Yeah,
that's on my list. I have an extensive bucket list, and I want to go very much.
yeah. I mentioned Trans-Allegheny because I think it's the third floor of the main building, there is a entity. They call it the Wolfman because he likes to like uh, walk and hanging through the walls. He doesn't use the floor. He goes to the side of walls. So
Wow.
I didn't get a picture of him, but I saw it.
Yeah.
It's a black shadow, so it was really interesting. Then in the second floor, there is another entity, another man that likes to hang in the teenagers and children's area.
Wow.
And they call it sometimes the creeper. And I asked him, are you some kind of creep like to be with children? Oh, he got so mad. He threw like a F
Mm.
bomb through my portal.
Wow.
Because at me, because I said
Wow.
that.
That's wild.
Yeah. And
I would
then,
love to go.
yeah, he scratched me over in another area. So,
Wow.
That's
That's
crazy.
amazing, though, to get all that evidence. Yeah. The one thing, the one thing people, may not expect, like, I'm not the type of person that goes somewhere and freaks out over paranormal activity. You see all these YouTubers on here like, oh my God, what was that? You're not going to really see that out of me on my paranormal investigations. But if you do, I've said this before, if you do, you better get your 2 feet of stepping because something's really wrong.
Yeah. Hmm.
Because,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah. When I investigate, I have my moments of excitement, but generally, I'm usually trying to listen as much as I can of what's going on because I don't want contamination. Because what happens is the times that these spirits like to speak, especially disembodied voices, they like to speak exactly when someone's talking. So, uh, and they kind of do that purposely so that way you could overlook the evidence, especially something that's trying to like hide the answers. So I try to prick my ears open as much as we can. I try to refrain from whispering talking during investigation because that also causes like, oh, there was a spirit whispering. That causes issues. Um, like basically when you talk, you kind of want to have that firm talk so you know you could identify what's being spoken or who's speaking. Um, because there was a lot of that. Like I would be like, oh my gosh, like this is like crazy. This might be too good to be true, and sometimes it is, because sometimes it's just someone else's voice, but they just were talking a little bit low, and it changed the tone of their voice, and to where you couldn't really recognize it. And but yeah, so I've learned a lot, like over my investigations, after going through a course of investigations, learn a little bit more each time of what to do and what not to do. And yeah. Oh, and I wanted to let everyone know that earlier in the live, I was getting a lot of interference from a lot of the objects earlier. My head was feeling a lot fogged up. I got kind of a headache from it, actually. As we were talking, I just haven't been speaking about it, but I've noticed that I got this headache happening in my head right now, and I'm pretty sure it was probably because the whole fogging up earlier. And that happened. This is part of this area. You do lives in this area, they do things with you. So it's part of what I do. So, but I've noticed that I do have a headache right now, and I know it's from what's behind me. So I just wanted to I wanted to document that and just note that in it. So
Okay.
yeah,
Sending you some love and light, Duran. I've been feeling pretty rough today as well, and I don't know. It's somewhat energy and stress, and it's somewhat, I think, pollen and just stress.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. The pollen levels are probably pretty bad over there in North Carolina, huh?
It's not so bad on our end. We've had some rain, thank goodness, and washed a lot of it away. But
Yeah.
Okay.
it's probably a little tougher up in Chastity's area, neck of the woods, with the hills and the stuff going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, that's why I've been holding this Labradorite palm stone in my hand for a little while, kind of like basically just shielding myself from the distractions behind me. So they're just kind of like you get that tap on your shoulder, like, they want that attention, like, come check me out
Yeah.
and talk to me. It's
I
just
could have swore I could have swore a few minutes ago. I think it was our internet. I don't know if anybody else heard it, but I know our internet on our end is. I think the, with Streamyard, I'm not sure how it works, but our internet is starting to lag. But you were getting a double voice, and I was sitting here talking to Riley with the microphone off. I was like, "Those dolls are playing with him right now." And then it's funny. Then you start talking about having a headache.
yeah,
Guess what? It all just corrected itself. Everything is completely updated on your end.
yeah,
Your mouths are moving like they're supposed to. You can still hear my echo, but like everybody's like now up to date. Yours and
yeah,
Duran's connection, like, wheel to death, and y'all come back in and everything's updated now.
yeah.
That's that
Yeah.
I've
damn
noticed
doll.
that too. Super
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah. That
Anytime
yeah.
Duran does anything with electronics and we try to do something, I had to push really hard when we did our conversation about haunted objects for like energy out to try to make it work. We both did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With traveling with some of these objects, when I took Cam out to Dyer Lane, even though it's just a 10-minute drive, uh, just that drive was enough to make me a little bit nervous to drive there and especially drive back. So like grounding and protecting myself before leaving the property was a process, because I don't know what's gonna happen on the road while I'm on the wheel. Like, I have to be on the wheel. Like, there's certain areas over there in that spot on Dyer Lane that you could pull over, but not very many sides to pull over. It's the streets are very narrow to where you barely could fit two cars in the road, crossing paths with each other. So, it's easy to roll over into a ditch over there. So, I don't know what Pam could have been planning to mess with me on that drive. So it's with traveling with haunted objects, it's really, really sketch.
You, seems like you could expect that. Good night.
I don't think I'm gonna try to travel with some haunted objects. If
I
I
don't
if I
think
do,
Yeah.
it'll be against my will.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I
Yeah,
was
it's
traveling with
tough.
Pam, I had her in the back seat, and there was moments where my peripheral vision was seeing a full-grown person sitting in the back seat that was a large person, but I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see face. I just saw the shape of a really big person sitting in the back seat, and I was just getting small fraction glimpses of it through my mirror. But I wouldn't
Yeah.
let it distract me because I know that it wanted me to lock eyes on it and then all of a sudden get me into an accident. So I didn't want to really pay attention to the mirror.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it was one of those moments, and I just turn up my tunes on the radio to try to like keep me alert and looked at the focused on the road and got home.
Yeah.
So Angel,
Yeah.
when you realized you brung something from Henry River, did you realize it on the way home, or actually when you got home?
Well, when I got home, that's when I saw it. So that's what I probably within the same night or the next day I will see it walking around.
You may have picked it up at that motel you stayed at on the way home.
But probably at the hotel too, yeah, because it was a cheap hotel.
Yeah. It's no telling what's happened in that room you stayed in.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, that's for sure.
You should have broke some. You should have broke that portal out before you laid down and went to sleep.
Lord. There's no telling what would come through there.
Right.
All right, Chastity, where'd he get that traveler at?
I feel like it come from Henry River, honestly. And
Dang.
now that, but as I say that though, I'm picking up a female in the room with him. Like if I have to go back, there's almost like a female energy there with him. So it might be a guide because she feels very lovely.
Oh yeah, that must have
Yeah.
been a Motel 6, Angel.
Yeah.
It was a Days Inn.
Ah.
That's where we're staying. Oh God.
So I want to make a
Yeah.
note real quick. I want to document this. So I just got this weird feeling right now where like I'm fine, but like my vision literally just kind of like everything dragged in vision and then it recentered itself. It's very
Good
bizarre.
night.
Well,
So I just wanted to note that.
that is weird.
What, like an acid drip?
No, well, it was kind of like where everything kind of trailed to the right and then recentered itself for a moment.
I tell
It
you
was
what we
really
do. I think I got a plan. So we'll be at Bobby Mackey's June 11th.
Yep.
So you ship those dolls and have them at Bobby Mackey's, and we'll drop them in the portal of hell when we get there.
Send them back to hell.
After.
Lord, I wouldn't. That not today, Satan.
We'll let Riley
No,
do it because I
those
promise
can
you he
stay
ain't scared.
right there.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah,
That is a good one, though.
when
I will say that was a good one.
yeah, no, it was that
Chastity
haunted
and
op.
me got to walk down to the basement at Bobby Mackey. Me and Chastity are gonna go down as far as we can go.
You going with me?
Heck yeah.
All
There we
right, I got
go.
to do a solo challenge down there. Y'all know this. I got to do me a solo down in this basement.
Yep.
I hear Connie's thoughts cringing right now.
Mm.
Hey,
You do that solo after we all go down there and work our way up. Don't
Yeah.
do the solo first and get it stirred up.
So are
No.
you gonna go down? Are you gonna go down solo with just the IR camera or what?
Oh hell no, I'm gonna have a light. I'm a pussy. There's gonna be some light. Yeah, I gotta have a little light.
Yeah,
Plus, I'm
see what
half blind anyways. Like
what
I'm honestly not scared. Like because
No, she's
I know
fine.
I can. I'm going to be protected no matter what. But being sensitive, things are going to come your way. Especially again, they wait for that moment to where you're low vibe, and then they like suck to you like leeches. But yeah, I've got a lot of preparation work to do before I go. It's just something I want to try it. I mean, I'm not going to stay down there very long, but I do want to do. I did a solo challenge at Henry River. I want to try to do a solo challenge in each location. And if I feel comfortable enough to turn off the lights, I will. But we do have night vision now for the people that are watching when you see the video. Some of the nighttime stuff at Henry River is a little grainy. And I did the best I could with that and the volumes. Did the best I could with that. But I fixed it up pretty good comparatively to what we had. And now we've changed that we've got a few new little things. So I'm super excited. We definitely have night vision though.
I can volunteer Greg for a solo there.
What you say,
You're volunteering me. I don't
If
know
I
about
do it,
that
you
one.
can do it.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. If Riley goes, I'll go with him because we're like freaking frack.
and you already know, Chastity. I want the smoke.
Yeah, he wants to smoke
Yeah,
before
he
we
wants
head.
the smoke.
I want all the smoke.
All I can say is I hope his mom's not watching the live because she might not let you leave again. Wanting to smoke.
I get a bad rap for that.
Yeah. It's well, the interesting thing about this entity is there's a lot of smoke because there's smoke that literally comes off of it. So I don't know. It might troll us and not show anything show up, but I have a feeling the portal box is going to be necessary, is what Spirit just said for y'all to be able to get stuff. I want to do some experiments. Like I want to try to do some different types of experiments and stuff. And I know we'll do some investigating together, but I'm going to try to split up at some point so I can go and like just sit there, like sensory deprived, and see what I can get. I want to be like a human Estes method.
Mhm.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
see if anybody will help me out with that while we're
Bobby
there.
will.
Yeah, I would like to do an experiment where we run the Estes like with somebody and then have me like sit on the other side and just call out what I'm getting with the blindfold and earmuffs. I would love to try that too.
I think we can make something like that happen pretty easy.
That'd be awesome.
Hey, Chaz.
Yeah.
So, uh, if whenever you make a trip out here, one of the places I really recommend that we probably head to is Mount Shasta.
Oh yeah.
So that place is extremely high traffic for UFOs and elemental and all sorts of super high vibrational activity stuff there. I think that would be a really cool experience for us spiritually and as far as evidence of, you know, uh, alien craft
I
in the
would
sky.
love to do that.
So I have a lot of people that I know that visited up there. There are intuitive people that have cited a lot of angelic beings at a very high vibration, including really positive elementals there that would just dance around in front of you and then just skip around into the distance and dissolve away.
So you what?
And there are a lot of interesting things. They say that you go up there and you look at the night sky at Mount Shasta, seeing UFO activity is like just a highway in the sky. It's so active. So, I
Yeah,
mean, you could
I want
easily
to go.
compare.
I
Yeah,
definitely want to go.
and they say that there's sightings of these craft going into the mountain and disappearing. Like they just fly into the mountain and like they're gone.
Mm.
That's crazy.
They also, there's the locals there, they talk about secret societies that exist in that mountain that aren't human, that basically that run the whole mountain, and that unwanted visitors get trapped there in other dimensions or other realities that aren't um, terrestrial to their own, and they end up trapped there because they don't belong. And it's like a forbidden zone for people that don't belong. Those people that don't belong are low vibrational people, people that don't vibrate through an environment like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that place is wild. I've seen some stuff about it, and a lot of people don't talk about it as much anymore, at least from what I've seen on my parts of the YouTubes.
Mhm. Yeah, it's not talked about enough, I feel like, and it's a place I've never been to, but I know a ton of people that have, and they all have like relatable experiences and different experiences, and it's really intrigued me enough to where I need to go, but I don't want to go just alone. I need to bring some people with me to experience this with me. So I want to bring some people that I know that would that that would have the capacity to want to experience Mount Shasta, because Mount Shasta isn't for everyone.
Yeah,
So
that makes
um,
sense.
yeah, there's areas over there that I know people that want to take me to. That basically the whole ground you're stepping on is all obsidian, black obsidian, and it'd be a good place of grounding ourselves in. Imagine that, grounding yourself on solid ground of black obsidian. That's amazing. But
That's crazy.
before
That's
going over
wild.
there, I thought about bringing an offering there for the land. And that offering that I would probably most attracted to bring for that land would be like tobacco leaf, because of the natives there. So it's all native ground. So, giving out something to the land would be, you know, a positive response. I would think that I would get back from the land. Just something to give for the opportunity of being able to be there.
I agree with that
So, yeah.
for sure.
Mhm. Yep. They also have I guess, a really cool crystal shop on the way there too. So I haven't been there yet. So I heard that it's really good though.
Yeah.
I'm in it to win it. That's all. That's sold.
Oh yeah.
No, I'd go. I'd love to go there. That's
Yeah.
not. That was one of the first places I ever wanted to go.
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
that was top of my bucket list.
what's interesting is there's a lot of people that never will get to experience the UFO in their lifetime in the sky, or they may see them and just kind of automatically brush it off thinking that it's a satellite. And yeah, there's chances are it probably is a satellite. But you got to look at the intelligent movement of these things. I actually bugged you, what was it, last week? Sometime at night, I can't remember, and I was like, Chastity, I think I just saw a UFO. And it was during the time when those aurora lights were going on in the sky because of that solar activity. And so I went out there, took a walk, trying to look in the sky and see what was going on. And on my way back, I was probably like 25, 30 feet from my house, and I'm walking back, and I look up, and the first thing my eyes caught on that I was drawn to, literally the first thing I looked at was the star. What I thought was the star the second I looked at it, and it shimmered, it literally flickered bright blue, like super bright, and then it started moving, and it was like twinkling, and then it does this maneuver where it looked like it was doing a Yui. It does this, and then it just goes super fast until you can't see the star anymore. And I was like, a shooting star doesn't do that. And I've seen satellites in the night sky, and they don't make maneuvers like that. So I was like, did I just see a UFO? I was like, I didn't see these aurora lights, but I came out here to see this. I was like, I guess I'll take that.
Yeah,
But
that
it
was
was,
wild. I remember that. You did
yeah,
message me.
yeah. And I literally messaged you like right after I saw that. I was like, I told my fiance, I was like, I gotta let Chastity know what I just saw. I was like, it's personal experience. I'll tell it to everyone else, share it. Sure, people could take it as they want, but I think that was definitely a craft I saw doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, and
And
they're on the rise.
and the thing that also got me was the fact that I was drawn to it, and that's very common for people that experience this. It'll be the first thing they look at in the sky. Not like they have to look for it. It's not there. It's a drawnness to it, and that's
Well,
what got me right there. Is I was drawn
some
to this very
traction to
particular
it.
thing
Yeah.
in the sky. It's really awesome. Also, a lot of these craft can cloak in the invisible spectrum, so our eyes aren't even seeing it. It's just like a spirit. You use the IR camera, but the IR camera sees it, but in regular vision, it's not. That's another thing. Taking a camera out there in or not Dire Lane, but Mount Shasta is going to be important to have camera in regular vision and infrared, because the infrared is definitely going to catch a lot more activity than regular in the night sky.
Yeah, I agree with that too. And Angel, you work in the realm of the electronics and stuff, so maybe you know this answer to this question I have. My phone is a S22 Ultra, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and it's got that night shot. Do you
Mhm.
know if these phones have built-in infrared in them? Because I'm able to shoot I was able to shoot directly into the dark into that building at Henry River Mills, and I was able to capture several things, like a succession of video of photos. Is
Yes.
that what causes these phones
Mm,
to be able to do that?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the iPhone can do that, but those, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's so cool because it's like I never want to get rid of this phone because what I captured at Henry River Mill, people wait, and even y'all, everybody saw it. It's wild. Something's definitely there. Not to get off topic, but that rung the bell to made me think to ask. But yeah, Mount Shasta, like there's so many places. Sky's the limit, and like hopefully things will definitely pick up. And I'm doing my best to manifest and work my butt off to make some of these things happen and get to more of these locations
Yeah,
because I'm in it to win it.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool.
You gotta
Well, I'm gonna
make it
say
happen.
good night to everyone. I need to
Good
wake
night,
up.
Angel.
Well, have a great night.
Nice to see you.
Thank you for
Good night,
All
coming.
right,
Angel.
we'll be
Take
All
care,
right,
buddy.
everybody.
we'll be in touch.
Yeah,
Okay, bye.
definitely.
Bye.
Well, Luminary, what we got going on?
So recap of what we got going on. You're working on your Henry River Mill video, aren't you?
Yeah, we've been working on it.
All
we
right,
act,
so we can
we
expect
actually
that from y'all at some point.
we've worked on it, and we've just stated earlier. My daughter, we went to Dorothea Dix Mental Hospital Sunday and met Angel there. Um, I don't know if you saw it. He built us this new PMB unit.
Oh,
Nice,
cool.
So
nice.
he
That a
does
music
great work.
box?
Huh?
That's a music box, right?
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
music box. He made the music box. Actually, turns got the pulley driven by a rubber band,
Oh, that's
so it's
cool.
very easy to to
Yeah,
fix it.
yeah. I was gonna
He
say,
makes some cool stuff.
oh
But anyway,
wow,
we went to Dorothea Dix Mental
cool.
Hospital, and it's a lot of it is, of course, there's not any mental patients there now, other than Riley and I that were there Sunday.
Surprised they didn't want to keep me.
But it's a very high activity place.
Yeah,
We went to the cemetery, and we got some really good communication. And
we
long
did.
story short, is we didn't realize what we got until we came back and started going through it. And my daughter, she's really good at editing and doing stuff. And but bless her heart, she's so busy she can't help us much. But anyway, she helped Riley for a couple of hours, and she's got a really cool video started from Sunday that I think people are going to love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
excited to see it.
yeah, I am too.
I am too. The finished product.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
the. There's so much
Um,
work in it. I didn't. That's why I asked you earlier. You were talking about the video from Henry River you'll be dropping Friday. You had 60 hours in it. You know, the average person who doesn't know would never think you have that much time in something. I don't know how long your video is, but let's just say if it's 5 minutes. I know my daughter
Yeah.
worked on what, 2 minutes of video, and it took
Yeah.
her 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just blows my mind that the time you can actually spend on a video.
mhm.
Yeah. And it's because I had a lot of like audio and video correcting to do the best I can because, guys, I do all my filming, at least for this video, and editing on my phone. And it's very powerful, it's very capable. But now that I've done, I mean, I've been making like videos for, I don't do all the editing for Lights at Midnight. Emily does the majority of that, but I've been practicing editing since we started Lights at Midnight because I did all the socials. So I've got very used to what I have to work with. But you know, this ain't even all the evidence. I haven't even been through all of Henry River Mill. I got the storyline, you know, and I kept out. I kind of put it. I did this video from my point of view. That way, when y'all release your video, it's going to be the same but totally different. It's going to be a totally different perspective because I wanted to respect that. You know, eventually y'all are going to put it out and you know that way it gives the viewer an opportunity to see it from a totally different perspective. So it's going to be very interesting the next time, like Bobby Mackey's. I'm actually going to get a little more professional this time, for the sake of my mental health, and get a shot list together. So I'm going to make a list of what I want to do in each area at Bobby Mackey's because where I already know Bobby Mackey's, I can do that. In a normal situation, I wouldn't want to know anything about a location, but unfortunately, fortunately, I've been around the block on YouTube for the last 5, 7 years, and I know about all these locations. I at least know a little bit about very many of them. So it's going to be very hard for me to walk in blind everywhere. Plus, we do reaction videos on Lights at Midnight. But in the case of Bobby Mackey's, I'm going to get an idea of what I want to do, the shots that we need, and then I'm going to take and group them together in folders so I can be more efficient. And it might not take me that long this next time around. But, you know, it's all about, you know, keeping the viewer entertained. If you want people to watch your videos, you know, you got to keep them entertained, especially new viewers because they don't know who you are. And
That's
like I
right.
said, I'm in this to win it. I'm
Same
ready to
here,
go.
sister.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's good about creating shorts and like trailers and stuff like that is make
Yeah.
them as entertaining as you want, be creative with it, and then you intrigue the interest with that viewer to really look at the full spectrum of what you're doing. So that the I definitely agree with, the entertaining purposes of what we're doing, to get the attention of people that are interested in this phenomenon. Get them interested so that way then they could really look at the full spectrum of what is beyond that video trailer or that teaser or the little short video you made.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I like what y'all put out too. And I seen down south, I saw what y'all put out, the little video about tonight. That looked really good. And I saw
Yeah,
your stickers. You got stickers, dead serious.
Yeah,
yeah,
they look good.
yeah. Mostly stickers. Really, he definitely did a great job. I couldn't be any more happy than how those came out. So I plan on, hopefully I'll be able to work something out where I could start handing some of these out. So I started out with a small pack of them, so I got like about 50 stickers right now to start with. It's a good start. I'm going to print out more and hopefully just start handing these stickers out to people
Yeah.
and just kind of, you know, let people place them how they want. They place them as a bumper sticker. They're weather resistant. They last in the sun for years without fading. you know, so it's really cool. They're extremely good quality. I'm really excited about it. So it's a huge accomplishment that I found someone really cool to do this for me. And yeah, that's mostly stickers. You guys should check him out if you're interested in stickers and posters, all that stuff. He does really good job with that. So
Yeah, they
yeah,
did.
highly recommend it. Super impressed about that. So um, I'm definitely going to be probably working some other stuff out with them and talking with the creators of my logo, see what else other kind of interesting things they could do with my logo. Because I was talking to the owner of Mostly Stickers, and he brought up a really cool idea that of cropping maybe just the that in, that demonic entity that's behind the tombstone, and the tombstone and the grays and the doll all cut out from the whole background, and then making a sticker of just that would be
Oh
pretty
yeah,
interesting too, to make stickers of just that piece.
that'll
Just
look good.
playing around and just kind of making different types of sticker for the logo, just to kind of have a different variety of different kinds to hand out. So pretty
Shoot,
cool.
shoot Riley a good image of your logo, if you don't mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I could do that.
And we'll look at it. We'll do a little something to it. We'll print you out a T-shirt.
Oh, that'd be hella sick.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job on my banner at the psychic
Yeah.
fair. It turned out beautiful.
Yeah,
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, is that the banner that you had at your at that event, that
Yep.
Paracon event? That was
Yeah.
actually really cool. I was telling my fiance, I was like, that is cool. Like,
Thank
because
you. I,
I remember you bringing that up with down south about that, and I was like, is that the banner that she? I was like, that is really professional looking. I was like, I like that.
yeah,
it
I
looked real
designed it on
good.
Canva. So I went to school. I have an associate's degree in graphic arts and imaging technologies. So it's the only way it's helpful these days that I use my college degree is for
Yeah,
creating things like that and content.
yeah, that was all pieced together really well. I liked how that banner was cool.
Yeah, and they did a great job printing it. So thank you again
Yeah,
so much. But yeah, we got a
Speak,
lot. We got a lot
speaking
of
of
things coming up, y'all.
speaking of this, here's a shirt we
yeah,
printed, but I feel
yeah.
like we
That's a
need to
good
come up
print
with
right
something
there.
tonight. What it would so many people we had up here. We need to give a T-shirt away tonight to somebody. We need to figure out how we're going
That
to draw somebody's name. We'll ship them a T-shirt out. What do you think, Riley?
That's
I
great.
think
Do
so.
it.
that would be cool. You guys
Werewolf
should do that.
skull.
That's awesome. That's that's awesome.
Let's have a
And
drawing somehow, and we'll ship one out to somebody. I don't know how to do it.
yeah, yeah,
All for the
definitely.
people in the live chat. Can you see
Yeah.
all my
Yeah,
people in the chat too and on Duran's chat?
yeah.
Can you see my
With the new
people too?
software, we struggled last week. StreamYard has quit letting you go live to Facebook group. Well, our down south is a group, so
Right.
Yeah.
it took us like 45 minutes to figure that out, and we're going there tonight. But it's not the same. It probably won't be the same. So I think we're going to start pursuing the YouTube a little bit more. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'd like to give somebody a T-shirt tonight. We need to figure out how to do it. Like and shares. I don't know if they work on YouTube. I don't know how that
Yeah,
works.
yeah, everybody, if you at least like the video,
Yeah.
and if he can see all of your comments, y'all can
Yeah.
just like spam. You can choose for them like to spam a word like down south in the chat. So if everybody
There you
wants to
go.
spam down south in the chat, y'all can close your eyes and scroll up and down, and just wherever your finger lands, you can give it away that way.
Yeah, that's front comfort
Hmm.
color shirt. These are nice shirts.
They are. I've seen them in person.
Yeah, those are awesome. And you even got a little pocket in the front and everything.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
pockets.
Yeah, with the
That's
logo
the
on the pocket.
kind of like the
That's
original
cool.
logo. That's our OG shirt, the one we made this a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
that's awesome. Yeah, definitely nice quality shirts too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, guys, I
That's
think
cool.
I'm getting ready for some supper.
Yeah. Me too.
All right.
It's gonna be a late one. for the. I don't know. It's kind of almost too late to eat.
I never too late.
So I'll be
There you
ready to
go.
eat and go to sleep, and
That's a good
this dude he'll be ready to eat, and he'll stay up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
I gotta go listen to Rob Zombie in my room.
There you go.
Oh, Lordy. All
So
right, guys.
we're looking forward to Friday, Chastity. We're ready to see that
Yeah.
video.
I'm ready to get it out. I'm tired of looking at it.
I know you are.
But no,
Yeah,
it's going
thank
to be
y'all.
great.
Thank y'all for joining tonight.
Thank you, Duran. Appreciate
yeah.
it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Oh, yeah, of
Chastity,
course.
as well.
Thank you.
It's good
And
to see all
Angel.
y'all.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Have a good night.
Have a
Y'all
good
too.
night,
Take
Y'all
guys.
care.
too.
Have a good night, Greg. Have a good night,
You
Riley.
too.
Yeah, and
Thank you, buddy.
next time you guys want to invite me, let me know, and I'll be down. As long as I have the day off, I'll come right on.
Absolutely, man.
Sounds awesome,
Riley will be
though.
talking to you.
All right,
Yeah,
for
I'll
sure.
Send us that logo.
Yeah, definitely will. Right after. All
Awesome.
right,
All
have
right,
a
man.
great night,
Thank
you
you.
guys.
You too.
Bye, y'all.
All right, down south fans, we appreciate y'all getting on tonight. It's been kind of a long one,
Yeah.
but we're gonna knock it out right here,
Yeah.
and we'll see you all. We might try to do a little video or something
This
weekend from Fort Macon, the Civil War site. We'll see if we can get a little communication there. We've been talking about going there for
A good while.
2
now.
summers now. Sadly, it's not a good weekend to go to Fort Macon because it's a holiday weekend and it's going to be crazy busy.
But we are going to try.
We're going to try. We'll probably make it if we can get in there.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll see how it goes. If we do, we'll hit a little live and let you know we're there. And we had several people send us some pictures from Fort Macon of some actually full body apparitions
Yeah.
dressed out in Civil War gear. So that was really, I don't know, man, that would be so crazy to catch an image like that.
You ain't kidding.
But anyway, thank y'all for hopping on. We are going to be editing some videos. We'll be dropping on YouTube some more professional videos than what we had in the past. And looking forward to seeing Chastity's video. She's dropping it Friday evening from Henry River Mill Village, which was a really cool place. We enjoyed that.
At 9.
Friday at 9. And thank you, Duran. Y'all check Duran out. And for all your equipment needs, hit Durham Paranormal, Angel. He'll knock it out. He'll save you a little bit of money, and he'll do a great job for you. So anyway, like I said, thank y'all. And you want to end it, buddy?
And until the weekend, I'll keep the page updated with any events we got going on. So just check there every now and then until that time gets here. But I guess until the next time, y'all, you can catch us at that down south out.
Good night.